What's up, guys? It's Seeker, and we have ourselves another eBay mystery pack today. I'm really excited about this one. Now, the last one I did, I got in a little bit of trouble. I got contacted by the person who sent it to me and said there was too much personal information in there, I'm guessing. So anyway, I had to go back through and do an edit, and you know what? I'm just going to be careful this time. I just completely cut the label off. Nothing to see here, and we're just going to get into the package. If there's a letter, I will read the letter, but I will make sure that any personal information is edited out of the video, whatever. So I'm really excited to get into this. This was a $68 pack after I paid for shipping. Guaranteed to be silver and coins and other collectibles is what it said. So really excited about this one. Let's go ahead and get in it. And just for safety's sake, same thing. Like I said, I got in a lot of trouble from that last one because of the personal info. So I'm just going to subtract all of the info as far as who it was from and everything. If you guys are interested in what this listing was, feel free to contact me in Discord and I will hook you up with the link. Let's get into it, guys. So we have a mystery pack to get into, and I'm really excited to get into this. All right, I don't see a letter, but inside we have... So a lot of people actually complain about this. They talk about double use of USPS packing material. So they used one of the flat rate boxes, and they also used one of the padded envelopes. Okay, well, that's all right. Let's go ahead and open up the padded envelope as well. But this, each one of these cost the post office money, so that's where you hear things like that. People are double using and whatever. All right, so I don't feel anything in here as far as a letter is concerned. There feels like there is one big bag. So let's go ahead and get out this bag. Oh, it's a Ziploc. Yes, and I can kind of see what's in there. So I want to pull these out one by one because that makes it more suspenseful. Look, you can see there's a Ziploc here. So I'm going to turn this around. Oh, that looks like something. I'm going to turn this around. I'm going to dump it out. And then I'm going to feel again okay. So I'm going to feel again to see if there's a letter. All right, I don't feel any letter. I do feel a couple of envelope type things. I don't know. We'll see what it is. All right, guys. So really quick, as we get these out, if you guys are new to the channel, don't forget to go down and subscribe and click the bell for future video notifications if you like learning about silver, coin collecting, and more. All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start with one of the envelopes. So we have $68 we're trying to reach. So they did actually ship a priority, so the post office is going to take $8.25 of that, and of course after that they also have to pay the eBay and the PayPal fees. So if we get about $55 of value inside of this package, we're going to be really, really happy. All right, so here we go. First up. Okay, so we have an 06. This is one of the envelopes I was feeling. It's a 2006 uncirculated mint set from Denver. Okay. And yeah, it is got both pieces. Now the thing about these is I think there's another envelope in there because this also needs, I feel another envelope. This also needs the Philadelphia envelope to be a complete mint set, but it is all there as far as the Denver. You got the half, the dollar, the nickel, the penny, and the dime, and the 5 quarters. So you got, you got $2.91 face value there. I mean, that's not bad right there. The thing is 06 mint sets really don't go for much more than face value anyway. You can usually pick them up for around $7, and there's almost $6 in face in there. Let's pull out the other envelope. And yeah, so we did get the entire mint set. So we're going to value this mint set at $7 total. And yes, it is all there. So you got all the Philadelphia, all the Denvers. So not bad, guys. We will value this one at $7. Now I'm not going to keep track as I record the video, but I will put a value counter up in post editing, so you'll be able to see where we are versus what our goal was. All right, so nothing, or well, $7 there. All right, here we go. Bam. All right, we have ourselves a wheat cent. It looks like it's a 1955S. All right, so that there, guys, we're going to go ahead and value that at 3 cents. People told me in my last one that 2 cents was a little bit too low of a valuation for wheat, so 3 cents it is. So 3 cents for the first one. Oh, look, you can look at that. You can see next to my hand here on the camera. Well, let's get that out next. Huh, this was just loose. Well, I guess it was in the Ziploc bag. I was about to say, they'd put that loose in the padded envelope, but hey, we do have a USCG, and this is what? A 1 gram silver bar. So we have a 1 gram silver bar. So let's do the math on that. Okay, so 1 gram silver bars are going for about 88 cents, but you know what? They're going for a couple of dollars a piece on the market just with premiums and what you pay over. So we're actually going to go ahead and be fair and call this $2, even though it does only melt for 88 cents at today's market. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and put that in a flip so I don't lose it. All right, so we're going to call that $2. So far we have 7, we have 2, and we have 3 cents on this wheat cent here. All right, next up. Oh, we got another wheat cent. We have, it looks like, is that a 1918? Let me get a loop. All right, so this is a 1918 Philly. It is heavily circulated. It's got some darkness and stuff on the back. You know what? It's a pre-20 though. I'm going to be fair and give that a 10-cent valuation just because, you know, I'm trying to be more fair here. Everyone says I'm always so strict. We'll give it a 10-cent valuation on that one because it is a pre-teens, or a pre-20s. I mean, it's a teens. So 10 cents on that one. All right, here we go. Next up, another Wheatie. How many of these do we have? So this one here is a 1930, very, very heavily circulated. Same dark spot. We're going to go ahead and add that to the 3-cent pile. So we have, you know, the set, we have those right here. Let's go ahead and make a little bit more room. We'll move my keyboard out of the way. Yes, my cup stain is still there. I haven't washed my mat yet. All right, I do feel a hard, I feel 2 hard plastic shells. Those actually feel like proof set shells. I wonder, huh. So it's not, it feels like we have a proof set in here, but outside of the box. So we'll see what year that is. All right, next up. We have another 19, is that 1930 again? Did they give me the same date? Yes, we got 2 1930 wheat cents for 3 cents a piece. Okay, so that is 9 cents. We had 10, so that's 19 cents, $9.19 so far. I'll probably eventually lose track again. There will be a value tracker on the screen for you guys. All right, next up, here we go. Hey, we got a 1 ounce, looks like a 1 ounce buffalo round. Copper, not silver. I wish it were silver. If it were silver, this bag would be looking like a home run, but oh boy, I wonder if this is our guaranteed silver. Because it did say guaranteed silver in every box. Okay. Oh man. All right, well, it is what it is. We got a 1 ounce copper buffalo. It's in a capsule. That's cool. These here go like $2. I mean, you know, they are not even worth $1 in melt because copper is like $4.50 a pound or something. They go for around $2 though if you were to go out and buy them. Maybe $1.50. You know what? I'm not going to be as generous on this one. We're going to call this $1.50. So $1.50 to 9, 10, and $7. All right, here we go. I really want to know what these hard shells are, but we also have, it feels like another capsule, a small capsule. And okay, we got ourselves another wheat cent. This one here is a 1936S. But it's got some red and a luster. It's like a 36 uncirculated. It looks like to be a red-brown. 36, yeah, it's a 36S in red-brown. I mean, you know, it's not bad. It's definitely an uncirculated red-brown. We'll go ahead and value this at 36S. We'll value that at $2. I might be a little bit heavy on that, but we'll call that $2. It's uncirculated, it's a red-brown, and it's an S-mint. So, you know, probably an MS60. You know, definitely on the front, you know, there's a lot more brown than on the back. But you don't really see any wear. Well, you know, there's a little bit of wear on the coat here, but maybe I'm wrong. The reverse looks way better than the obverse. We're going to call it $2. I already said $2. We're going to stick with my original valuation. We're just going to go from there. All right. So I wonder what year that set is. All right, we have another coin in a 2x2, and it's another penny. All right, so 1919? Is that 1919? We got another early date. Okay. All right, super circulated, but a 1919. We're going to call it another 10 cents, another pre-20. What else is in here? It feels like all we have left are... Oh, no. Oh, wait. That's just loose? Hey, we got more silver. Okay. All right. This is... It looks like a 1... Where is the weight? It says Troy ounce, 99 fine. Oh, 110... Shoot, the big letters seeker. I'm looking for like the 1/10. All right, so we have a Golden State Mint 1/10 ounce in Cuse Indian. All right, not gonna get mad at that. These go for, Well, I mean, obviously they melt for around $2.70. They go for around $5. We'll call that $5. So not bad. Okay, so we are getting there, but all that's left in here is a proof set. So if this is a proof set, then we have really missed our mark because we have 720, 732, 932, 1132, 1632, and 1782 if I'm doing it right in my head. Of course, you'll have the value tracker, so you'll know more than I do. If this is just a proof set, this may be worse than the last one. All right, here we go. Bam. Okay, well, I mean, we do have a presidential. You kind of hear the sigh in my voice. We do have a presidential set here. So we have, this is probably half of the proof set. So we have Eisenhower, Johnson, Kennedy, and Truman. Proof finishes. Very, very nice, of course. This set right here, you know, probably $6. I mean, $1.50 per coin, maybe $2 per coin. We'll be generous and call it $2 per coin. You guys are probably going to say, all right, now you're being too generous, Seeker. We'll be generous and call this $2 per coin. So you have 2, 4, 6, 8. So another $8. All right. Man, there is nothing else in here. Oh, wait. No, I heard something. Hold on. Let me hold this and... Oh, look, we have loose stuff. All right, we have, it looks like a couple of loose cents besides the other slab. We have a 1926 and a 1945, heavily circulated. A couple of cents each. So why are some in 2x2s and why are some loose? And one's in a cat. It's just, I don't understand. I mean, okay. I mean, they basically just threw stuff into a Ziploc bag. All right, so here we go. Last piece is... Oh, wait. Hold on, guys. This is a silver... Well, still, it's not going to be enough. Guys, we have a silver proof set, though. Yeah, you can actually tell because it's in the black holder. And take a look, that dime is toning up. So we don't have the quarters. It's not even the full set. Because there's nothing else in here. Oh, if this would have came with the quarters, that's it. If this would have came with the quarters, this would have been a home run. But it did not. It's almost like they're like, well, we'll just send them, you know, these slabs here. Well, you know, I guess I don't know. All right, so let's take a look at valuation. So at, you know, market today, these are probably around $15, probably around 3 to 4 for the dime. That's 19. 20. We're gonna call this $21. So you know what? It's the most expensive thing in here, but we really didn't get anything rare. So 21, 29, 36, 37.50, 39.50, 41.50, 46.50, and then 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 46.65, $46.85. So we paid $68.25. I was going to go ahead and call it fair as long as we got $55 in value because, of course, that $8.25 goes to the post office and the seller does have to pay eBay fees. But as you can see, it's another one of these, you know, I keep buying these and people are like, I would never buy these. And guys, you got to realize that it's great to do this for the channel because, you know, it's fun to open them and it helps, you know, it helps to show you guys what you get in some of these. So it's, you know what? I've seen worse. I have seen worse, but I'm not, but I have seen better as well. So anyway, that's what you get when you do it. See, when I go in and buy these guys, I know what I'm getting myself into. I know when I buy one that chances are I'm going to lose a little bit of money. Fortunately, you know, because of YouTube, I have the ability to make a video and share the content with you, and that helps. But yeah, I mean, we're gonna lose a little bit going into it probably every time. So I'm not gonna do these very often. Maybe once a month, I'll order something new. If I see a new listing or something, I'll just pick it up. I don't know, but it's always fun to get these, open them up, and see what we get. So a lot of fun, if anything. It's like a treasure hunt, if you will. It's like coin roll hunting. It's just fun. So anyway, thank you so much for watching, guys. Like I said, I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, do me a favor, go down below, hit that like, subscribe, you know, leave a comment down below. And we'll see you next time. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. I did leave a video above you can check out if you haven't seen it yet. I also want to give a huge shout out and a huge thank you to my awesome channel supporters scrolling right there on the right hand of the screen. Thank you so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one.